Okay. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. I'm not carrying any guns, okay? I'm not carrying any guns, okay? Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhari. Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Jamunatira Vanachari. Jamunatira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Janavalabha Girivardhari. Gopi Janavalabha Girivardhari. Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Jamunatira Vanachari. Jamunatira Vanachari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram. Jaya Radha Samasundara, Samasundara, Jaya Gauranita, 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 Jaya Gauranita. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gauriba, Haripa, Haripa, Haripa. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Akstotra Satat Srimad is Divine Grace, His Compound Acharya Srila Abhayacharya Vrindavan Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Akstotra Satat Srimad is Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Prabhupada Maharaj Ki Jai.
Ananta Koti Vaishnavin Ki Jai. Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem Si Kahau Si Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Si Advaita Gatadhara Si Vasadi Si Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Sisi Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinath Syamakunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Mathura Dham Ki Jai. Mayapur Navadvip Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Dham Ki Jai. Ganga Maya Munamaya Ki Jai. Srimati Tulsi Devi Bhakta Devi Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vina Ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi. All glories to the Sama devotees. All glories to the Sama devotees. All glories to the Sama devotees. All glories to Sisi Gaur and Sri Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam namaskrimtya naram cheva narottamam devim saraswati vyamsa tato jaya mudirai nasta paye svabhadesu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttamam sloke bhakti bhavaiti naistike. So Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 45. Title of this chapter is Krishna Rescues His Teacher's Son. Text 4 and 5. What's the number? 4 and 5? Both? Both? Huh? Okay. Nalabdo devahataya vasana vavarantike yambalaha pitrike hasta vidante lalita mudam Nalabdo devahatayo vasono bhavarantike yambalaha pitrike hasta vedante lalita muda. Can someone try it? Lady Mataji's. So word for word translation, word for word translation and purport by the followers of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Na, not, labdaha, obtained, deva, by faith, hataya, who have been deprived, vasaha, residence, no, by us, Baba Antike, in your presence, Yam, wish, Balaha, children, Pitri, of their parents, Geha, in the home, Staha, staying, Vindante, experience. Lalitaha, pampered. Mudam, happiness. Translation and purport. Deprived by faith, we could not live with you and enjoy the pampered happiness most children enjoy in their parents' home. Please kindly responsibly repeat. Deprived by faith, we could not live with you and enjoy the pampered happiness most children enjoy in their parents' home. Purport. Here, Lord Krishna points out that not only did his parents suffer in separation from him and Balaram, but the two boys also suffered in separation from their parents. Text 5. Savata sambhavo deho ju. Yes, please. Janita posito yataha. Natayo yati nivesham. Pitro matcha satayusa. So word for word translation, sarva, of all, ata, goals of life, sambhavaha, the source, deha, one's body, janitaha, born, positaha, maintained, yataha, from whom, na, not, tayo, to them, yati, one achieves, nivesham, repayment of the debt, pitro, to the parents, matyaha, a mortal, sata, of 100 years, ayusa, with a lifespan. Purport. Translation. Translation, again on purport, by the followers of Srila Prabhupada. With one's body, one can acquire all goals of life. And if it is one's parents who give the body birth and sustenance, and it is one's parents who give the body birth and sustenance. Therefore, no mortal man can repay his debt to his parents, even if he serves them for a full lifetime of 100 years. Please kindly responsibly repeat. with one's body, one can acquire all goals of life. And it is one's parents who give the body birth and sustenance. Therefore, no mortal man can repay his debt to his parents, even if he serves them for a full lifetime of 100 years. Purport. Having stated both you, our parents, we have suffered because of our separation. Krishna now states that his and Balaram's religious principles have been spoiled by their failure to satisfy their parents. Om Gyana Timirandasya, Gyanasganam Salakaya, Saxo Meditan Jena Tismai, Sri Gurube Namaha, Suchetaya Manovistam, Stafitam Yena Bhutale, Swayam Rupam Kadamaya, Tadati Swa Padantakam. Vande Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda Sahodita, Gurudaya Puspavantu Chita Chanda Tamonam. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadara, Sri Vasadi, Sri Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale, Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityananda. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharane Nirvisesa Sonyavadi Pachatyadi Satarane Vanchakalpatari Vyacha Kripasuna Vyayavacha Patitanam Pavanabhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha. So, I think I was in Vrindavan 2 years ago during the COVID, and I left from Mayapur. I think after 2 years, this is my first time of coming back to Vrindavan. So, you are all highly blessed to be part of this community. And for those visiting, again, you are highly blessed to be able to find time out of your busy schedule to visit the very place where our Lord Krishna not only displayed his pastimes, but this is a place where everything took place. People read from the books. I bet you are here. And so, the two texts in question is emphasizing one thing: the value of parents. The value of parents. I think it should give a smile. In this text, they should give a smile to the parents in Krishna, parents in Krishna consciousness. If your child is not acting properly, is not giving you proper attention, if it's not, if it's not giving you the quality of association you want, you can always make a reference to these two texts. We are debtors. Terminology used in the Bhagavatam itself is kinkara. Is that correct? We are indebted to so many beings, to the demigods. Millions and millions of demigods who provide us with infrastructures, social amenities. And in most cases, it's gratis. We don't pay anything. Even what value provides or what Indra provides, water. It's some other people who take the credit. Some other people who bring us the bills and we pay. Indra never sent us any bills for what? Indra never sent us any water bills. We have to buy oxygen. Vayu never sent us bills in the mail. This is the cost for your the oxygen you spent last month. The oxygen you used last month. This is your bill. Pay for it, or I stop supplying. Has anyone got some bill from Vayu? No. So that is called gratis. Someone performs some service and without any expectation, they just do their service as a humanitarian gesture or as service to Krishna, service to humanity. That is gratis. So, just like there are millions and millions of demigods and we are receiving services from the devatas, we are indebted to the devatas. Sometimes we think everything is free, but there is nothing that is free in this world. Once we're receiving service from someone, we have been propositioned. So we receive services from our parents, and the little kid thinks that he's enjoying, he's smiling, he's being thrown from one hand to the other, and he thinks that, she thinks that she's a queen, or he thinks that he's a king, because he's being pampered. The very word Krishna used here is interesting, because Krishna is the best of linguistics. So he used in text, I think it's text 4. Here. Deprived by faith, we could not live with you and enjoy the pampered happiness most children enjoy in their parents' home. Why wouldn't Krishna say all children enjoy in their home? The pampered life that all children enjoy in their home. He said, most children. Because some children are deprived of that too. Some children are not pampered at home. And we find in the case of Lord Krishna, if you read some of the writings of the Goswamis, especially like literatures like Govinda Lilamrita by Krishna Das Kaviraj, you see how Mother Yasoda really, she has expertise in pampering. And there are so many things that our modern parents should learn from those literatures. There was an occasion where Krishna wanted some pearls. And she went to meet Mother Yasoda. Hey, Janani, give me some pearls. I want to go and plant in the field. So, a little child asking, sometimes it's like wishful thinking. Pearls are gotten from oysters. But here Krishna says, I want to make a garden of pearls. So Mother Yasoda was literally like ignoring him. Thinking, this is a child's play. So he kept bugging Mother Yasoda, Janani, you must give me some pears. And Mother Yasoda turned back to him and burst into laughter. And what did she say? She said, "Oh, my darling, what's up?" How many of us call our children, "My darling"? It's there. You may say, "Well, I don't want to spoil my child." But this is what Krishna refers to as pampering. He and Balaram had experienced that pampering right here in Vrindavan, in Mother Yasoda's home, Ananda Maharaj's home. So Krishna is talking out, when you say something that is based on a hearsay, it's called, in criminal justice system, that is a secondary evidence. It doesn't matter so much. But here, what Krishna is presenting is based on lived experience. In qualitative research, when you have a lived experience, then the researcher takes you very seriously. None about Krishna is not saying something abstract. He's talking about his lived experience as a pampered child in the home of Mother Yasoda and Nanda Maharaj. The same way, Nanda Maharaj will pamper him. If Nanda Maharaj perceives that Krishna feels hurt by the impulse of Mother Yasoda, he will demonstrate how Krishna is so dear to him, will even threaten to beat Mother Yasoda. Will carry him, put him on his lap, and kiss his head. And just promise him, everything will be all right. Don't worry. So, when Krishna talks about pampering, he has seen all of that. In the night before he goes to sleep, Mother Yasoda will bring the best of sweet rice. And Krishna will say, "Janani, I'm not hungry." No. It's a long night. You take something so that you sleep sound, so that you don't have bad dreams. Can Krishna really have any bad dreams? No. But this is the love and affection. When the parent has that intensified love and affection for the child, it helps with the child's cognitive developments. Mother Yasoda did not go to take some courses in child rearing or child development. But just naturally, she knows how to take care of the child. She knows how to spoil the child. She knows how to pamper the child. So, Krishna is talking about his lived experience. And he used the very concept of most. He said most children. Because again, Krishna is omniscient. He knows some children are not pampered by their parents. Some children experience abuse from childhood by their parents. So Krishna knew what he was talking about. That's why he never used That's why he never generalized his statement. You can only generalize a statement when you have conducted a quantitative research. And I've seen all of these hogwash, even in American newspapers. People say, everyone in Washington knows. Have you conducted the research? Have you conducted a quantitative research to come to that assertion? Everyone in Washington knows. Choice of words. Krishna is the best of linguistics. And sometimes we make advocacy that, the gopis, they're just, ordinary village girls, they are illiterate village girls. Who told you the gopis are ordinary illiterate village girls? Read the works of Raghunath Das Goswami, and you see the exchange of the gopis amongst themselves. And you wonder, what? They're talking about etymology. So, it is important for us to understand the value of Krishna consciousness and how it could help to create a transformation in our lives. But if we have not made a serious investigation in the works of the Goswamis, we should not jump into conclusion and say, well, I am the boss at home. Whatever I do to my child, it's my child now. You should just accept. Now the question that we should be asking ourselves is, Krishna talks about pampering our children, but not in a way of spoiling the child uselessly. In the way of grooming them to feel that love and affection in the family. If we don't show the child love and affection in the family, they will look for that love and affection outside. And that's why some of our children, they go into illicit relationships. They don't find the love in the family. So, having a child is a big responsibility. And the old concept has been that if you have a male child, then your life is successful. But, urine and semen, they come from the same place. A male child who does not perfect his life is more or less like urine. The parents will not derive so much benefit. According to according to Pundarik Vidanedi in the Chaitanya Bhagavat, in his discussion with Gada Pandit and Mukund Datta, he mentioned how the Paramahamsa liberates. So, say you have a child and the child becomes a pure devotee. Your pampering is not wasted. If the child becomes a perfected soul, he liberates 21 generations before him and after him. She too, because if it's a female child and then the child endeavor to become perfected soul, the same application goes. Now for the Madhyamadika, he liberates 14 generations before him or before him and after him. So, the process of getting involved in Krishna consciousness and the results that accrue from the perfection therein is not to be toiled about. And that is why people should mold their lives in such a way that at some point in time, at the end of this life, towards the end of this life, we dedicate the whole of our life towards achieving perfection, so that we don't become just selfish. The real selfless person is the Paramahamsa, is the pure devotee. 21 generations. So it's not something that it's not something fictitious. It's there in the Chaitanya Bhagavat. And so people should endeavor to become perfected souls. That is the highest perfection of life. Everything else we are doing is to keep body and soul together. And then the actual goal of our human existence is Krishna Prema Pumato Maha. And when we attain that goal, it's not just like, you build so many skyscrapers to make plenty of money. But even the people who don't even know you, the family members who don't even know you, generations and generations have passed, they benefit from your devotional perfection. So what could be more important service than devotional service? And therefore it is important for us to see how we are tailoring the efforts of our children in Krishna consciousness. And the goal of the parents should be to have a child who is a new Prahlad, a modern Prahlad. If you read the Nrsimha Purana at chapter 40, 41, 42, 43, you get the details of how a demon like Hiranyakasipu gave birth to Prahlad. It didn't happen mechanically. Also, everything is very practical. Krishna consciousness is very practical. And we should learn to treat our children nicely. And we should have a culture of Krishna consciousness. Then we will not give birth to a child who will disappoint us, and we blame it on Krishna. Krishna, what is this? I've been chanting your glories, chanting your name. I've been doing service for 50 years. This is the child you gave to me? Don't blame it on Krishna. It's very difficult to be a grihastha. It's the most difficult thing you can think of. I repeat, to be a grihastha is the most difficult thing you can think of. If you're a grihastha, a real grihastha, you're going back home, back to God at the end of this lifetime. I would recommend all grihasthas, they should read the Bhagavatam Sanskara book. So, we can have a culture of invoking Krishna conscious new Prahlad, new modern day Prahlad in our movement. Everything about Krishna consciousness is very practical. And sometimes we speak highfalutin, big philosophy, Madhurya Ras philosophy. And our families are rotting. Just the other day here, I saw one of the senior devotees. He told one little boy, the Premadvani prayer was going on. He told this boy, pay obeisances. You know what the boy did? He bent down like this, and then he walked away. He wriggled away. He wriggled away. So, we should be more introspective and be more practical in terms of developing our communities. Prabhupada has given us everything. We cannot blame Prabhupada for anything. We cannot blame Krishna for anything. If we follow what has been given to us, we will have the opportunity to have reverberating families, children that we can pamper and cultivate in Krishna consciousness. And they will become perfected souls. And if even we are not perfected, they will liberate us from the clutches of repeated birth and death. Any comments or questions? Yes. Can you wait? Let me give you the microphone.
He liberates 21 generations, as you mentioned, Chaitanya Bhagavat says. Madhyamadikari liberates 14 generations. So this is about liberating his family lineage. So my question is if someone is into youth preaching, so if he is preaching to some youth, so if that boy, if he becomes a
pure devotee.
so how
you get some credit. Whatever the teachers, in the Bhagavatam is mentioned that we should not become teachers if we are not in a position to liberate our dependence from birth and death. We should not endeavor to become parents. We should not become gurus. There's so many conditions. So the teacher benefits. It's a dicey issue. I remember in Florida, I gave a class in Gainesville. And so I was mentioning about how the teacher shares some of the karma of the students, the guru shares some of the karma, the parents also share some of the karma, and one teacher who was teaching at the Gurukul, she came to meet me after the class and said that she wanted to resign from teaching. I said, no, don't resign from teaching. You just cultivate your children according to what is required so that they can be channeled in devotional culture to be able to become Krishna conscious entities. So the person who is responsible for that spiritual development, they participate, they partake in the benefits. Yeah.
One more question.
Okay.
This is not very much related to this class, but I am in Wisconsin for 7 years, and initially I was when I heard about chanting and the importance of chanting, so I was very much anxious to chant properly. But now at this stage, I feel like not chanting at all, but somehow or other I am chanting just to complete my rounds. And at the same time, I also got this service to preach by the authorities. So I don't feel like, as you mentioned, I don't feel like preaching because I myself am not having that taste for chanting. So how to get out this sort of develop taste in chanting?
Yeah, we heard about ruchi, we heard about taste, and so we're desperate, we want to get there. But we should not be frustrated because of the desperation. See, I was traveling in the west coast of America. As I went to Washington, Seattle, and then I moved on to this other city. So anyway, the next city I went, I was hosted by a medical doctor. He's a cancer doctor. He had a child. At that time, the daughter was 16 years old. And when she was younger, that's like your case. When she was younger, she was chanting. But then as she became an adolescent, she stopped chanting. So the mother asked me to speak with her. And when I spoke with her, she said that because she stopped chanting because she had no taste. So my question to her was that, and the mom was there in the sitting room, her grandmother was also there. So I asked her, do you go to school? She said yes. I said, do you have taste in going to school? She said no. Because any sincere person will tell you that they don't have taste in going to school. We go to school because of our future. So I asked her, so why are you going to school? You have no taste in going to school. Why are you going to school? In fact, the mother interjected, and the mother was sharing how this girl, when she returns from school, she goes to her bedroom and chastises the mother heavily. Hey, Mama, you sent me to school to go and suffer, and you just staying behind here sleeping and eating. So the mother will ask that, if I didn't go to school, will your father, who is a medical doctor, come to marry me? So the point is, I told her, you don't have taste in going to school. The idea of your going to school is for your future. Do also the chanting. In the future, you will get the ruchi. For now, it's a process. Move on. So in a similar situation like your case, I think you are over desperate, and it's a good thing to be desperate, but to be over desperate is not good. Because over desperation could bring about frustration. So it is important that we know where we are going, we know the goal, and we know the level where we are. And that level that we are is like, it gives us like a trigger to be able to move forward. I'm on the road. I'm on the way to Delhi. So, or someone is coming from Delhi to Vrindavan. They're on the way to Vrindavan. They may not get there as anticipated because of the hold up and all this stuff. So yeah, we may not have the taste right now, but that should not be a cause for alarm. You are on the right path. I mean, it's like when you are in an airplane. You're flying to some city, say you're flying from New York to London. And sometimes in high altitudes there could be turbulences. And so the pilot announces, oh, this is a turbulent zone, buckle up your seatbelts. He didn't tell you, hey, this is a turbulent zone, jump off from the airplane. So it is important for us to have that motivation and a sense of self-encouragement to tread on the path of bhakti despite the challenges that we may face. So the path of sadhana could be very challenging. It's a thorny path. The path of sadhana is thorny. Because the best period to sleep is early in the mornings. And I remember when we joined the temple in those days, the temple commander goes with a bell and rings the bell in all the ashrams. So you cannot be sleeping at 3 o'clock. You must wake up. Either you wake up or you go home. So, it is those who have the strong heart that tread on. And so, we know that we have to have a taste, but we should not feel disappointed that we have not gotten the taste. Taste will come in due course of time. Okay. Srila Prabhupada ki, Srimad Bhagavatam ki.